Hello, everyone. My guest today is Siddartha Varma. He built a company called HashCard to solve the problem of business cards as a student entrepreneur, then shut it down as it couldn't hit profitability. Then he joined 91 Springboard and started building one of the world's largest communities for entrepreneurs in India. 91 Springboard is now the largest co-working space in India. And then he started Station 91 with the vision of building a lifelong learning habit in everyone by delivering an engaging experience, which is lacking in the current e-learning space. Siddartha, you ready to take us to the top?
Yes.
All right. The struggle with all of these e-learning companies is getting people who pay you to actually watch the videos and consume the content. So how are you driving that behavior?
Yeah. So as you rightly pointed out, the engagement is the major problem where we have seen only 8% of people actually finish their courses, which they pick up, for which they actually pay.
What do they pay you for it?
They pay for different kinds of things, right? From the video to even the podcasts.
On average, though?
I think something close to $50 a month, at least, if it's a valuable course, if I get it right. But what we are trying to do is, since we know we are living in the age of Instagram where the engagement rates are much faster, they want gratification much faster. We are also shifting the learning to that side to make it much more easier for people to consume content. It can be different kinds of media, right? From podcasts, articles. Sometimes there's so much knowledge even on tweets, right? So we curate all of these kinds of content in micro format and send it to people, which is exactly curated for their current skill set and where they want to go.
And Siddartha, when did you launch this company?
So it's been a year since we started. So we started out as a product lab in the product and a community lab where we started building out different products. This is our third product which we're working on. Before this, we were into a B2B analytics company, analytics product. So for this, we have started a community of product designers, UI UX designers, product managers, and startup founders. And we've built the community for 3 months. Then we launched this application to them.
And that was in what year? 2018?
Yes, we started in 2018.
And how big was the list at that point?
Sorry?
How big was the list? The community?
The list. Community community has just started 3 months. People in each of the community right now.
So hold on. Did you launch the product first or did you start building the community first?
We started building the communities first because we knew when we started out, we need the community.
So how big was the community when you launched? That was my question.
Okay, when we launched, it was almost 25 odd people, and now it's 100 people in the last 3 months.
Okay, so the community is about 100 people when you launched. And how many customers have signed? Huh?
Of each of them, like 100 product managers, 100 designers, and 100 founders, because we started launching it in a closed group, which is niche audience who are very hungry to learn every day. So
okay, so about 300 in the community at launch.
Correct.
Okay, very cool. And then help me understand, how many people have actually signed up for the product over the past year?
So we launched the product only 3 months back when we started it out roughly, and now we have almost all those 250 people, and we haven't launched it out open to everyone yet.
So you launched the paywall in 2019 and 250 people are paying now?
So it's not a paid product, it's a free product.
Okay, how do you make money?
As of now, we don't really have a business model which is existing, but we are exploring Patreon model, and we are also getting into learning and development space for enterprises.
How are you paying yourself?
We are bootstrapped. We have, as I said, we are a product lab where we also helped 8 companies before to raise funds, and we also helped them to build their products, from which we made some revenue, and we're funding all that money into the products which we're building currently.
I see. So Station91 is the parent company, and this is like a spin out?
No, Coalition House is a parent company, and Station91 is one of the products.
So Coalition House, are you the sole owner there, or how many equity owners are there?
Couple of us, me and another person.
Okay, so 2 of you.
Yes.
And so how does that thing make money?
Yes, so that thing makes money where we build products for other early stage startups, and we help them get into at least Series A stage, for which those entrepreneurs pay us. And from that, we use it for building our own products on the other side.
That's smart.
Yes.
So on that company, how much have you made over the past year?
Something close to, I'm not really sure in the dollars because we charge in Indian rupees.
That's fine.
But But yeah, it's something close to
Rupees is
25
fine.
lakhs. Yeah, 25 lakh rupees.
25?
Yeah,
25,000 rupee Indian rupees or 25?
25 lakh. How do I say it to you? So it's 1,000 into 10.
I don't know what
Yeah,
that means. 25 lakh.
2.5 million. Yeah, 2.5 million rupees.
Oh, got it. Okay, good. So that would be about 35,000 United States dollars.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So you take all of that money and you're essentially living, you and your co-founder, so you're dividing that. So you're each living on like $15,000 a year, basically.
Yeah, it also includes a couple of people who are working for us.
So
Salaries of,
you're in hustle mode then. You're barely paying yourself anything.
yes. Yeah, it's been a year.
So you know the challenge with this kind of business, right? Station91 is driving consumption. It's even more difficult to get people to pay for that, right? So
Sure.
knowing those challenges, how are you going to try and blunt them? How are you going to try and beat them?
So, as I said, the major challenge is engagement and people to pay for the content. Where we understood that the payment actually happens for any kind of learning content, especially in India, is through companies. And there is this whole segment of learning and development where companies subscribe and pay close to at least $20,000 to $30,000 a month, a year.
Who's doing this right now successfully?
There's a company called Adapt in Australia.
Can you spell
Then
it?
there is EDAPP. That's on one context, and these are companies like Adcast, if you know.
Nope.
Okay, yeah. So Adcast is again the leader in the space. So this whole space comes into learning experience platforms, which has been newly coming up, where the LND currently is a $200 billion market, which is converting into LXP slowly.
Why go after this? I mean, this is a tough space to go after. Why not go after some other kind of business?
Yeah, the primary reason being learning as a habit is always being going down, and to be very honest, it's a very fair and big market where Indians spend a lot of money on education. Indians spend second highest on education if you see the stats.
Measured by what? I mean, the problem that I have with this whole market is if I want to learn something, I Google it, right?
Exactly.
Like I don't need to pay $50 a month to use your app to go find a tweet I would have found myself.
Exactly. So since we are living in this space where you, Nathan, must have produced close to 1,000 plus podcasts, right? But who ensures that your podcast is going to the right audience? Where you might be doing something on funding, you might be doing something on marketing, you might be doing something.
People go to my blog and they sort by tag: funding, VC backed, less than a million in ARR.
So that's a way where people already know how to search. But when it comes to India, a lot of people don't really know where to start. People don't really know what other people are reading in the same space. So we curate it by personalizing what position they exactly are in, what skills they know, and where they need to get to, and we give them in reverse.
Interesting. Okay, so you've bootstrapped the company today. When do you tend to put on the paywall?
So we want to just do the paywall for the B2B side of businesses, where we are running 5 basically pilots with 5 companies here, which are more than Series A funded.
Okay, and if they convert to paid at the end of the pilot, what do you think they'll be paying you per month?
So we are thinking to charge per user, where we would be charging close to $7 per user, and anything above 100 people, so it's $700 a month.
Okay, so 700. Okay, got it. And you're running 5 of those right now.
Yes.
Okay, if they buy, great. And are you any plans to raise capital or no?
Yes, we already have some commitment from the previous investor who promised us some money. And
how much have you raised right now? I thought you said you were bootstrapped.
Yeah, we are still bootstrapped. So there's a long story which I don't really want to get into, but if you want, I can just take you through quickly. So the B2B product which we built for data analytics, it got funded for 120K. We were already doing 20 odd pilots where there has been some technical issue, and because of which the tech co-founder had to leave. So we paused that product. We have hired a couple of consultants to do that, and that's been happening. And we returned our money back to our investors saying we don't really have skin in the game right now, and once we figure it out, we'll take this money back.
You returned all $120,000?
Yes.
Okay. So now you are bootstrapped.
Yes.
Okay. So I thought you just said you have an investor who has committed.
Yes. So basically, I won't consider money coming into my bank until it is there.
Yeah.
But
smart.
for now, Yeah, but we'd be raising mostly in next 2 months, where we're thinking to get into a couple of accelerators who are ready to give us
How
some
much are
money.
you hoping to raise?
Same again, 120K for at least an 8 month runway.
Yeah, that makes sense. And there's just two of you right now?
No, four.
Four of you guys. So did you guys split the equity four ways?
Yes, but not equally.
Okay, very good. Very good, Siddartha. All right, let's wrap up here with the famous five. Number one, what's your favorite business book?
Famous business book, 0 to 1.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Naval Ravikant.
Spell it. Oh, Naval. Yeah. Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
For building my company, for me, it's Google Slides.
Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
6.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Single.
Any kiddos?
No.
All right, and how old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
I'm 24 right now.
24. All right, last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
College degree was a waste of time, and there is so much to learn outside in the internet.
Guys, there you have it. Station91 teaching product people and founders and entrepreneurs in India how to scale. Currently, they're pre-revenue, but they have 300 people actively consuming content via the platform. They've got 4 people on the team about to raise $120,000 in capital as they scale their B2B learning product. Hopefully it goes well. Siddartha, thank you for taking us to the top.
Yeah, hope you had a good time.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it, and the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.